Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for April of 2024. It's great to have you as always, Scorpio. We're going to get 3 cards. We're also going to grab 3 cards for the extended. If you're interested, it'll be linked up at the top of the comments. Thank you, Scorpio. Let's hop right into this with the star at the bottom of the deck. There's something that you're hoping for, wishing for, dreaming about. And I mean, it could be a person, but it's almost like you're bumping up against your own, I heard bumping up against your own mortality, but I don't think it's mortality. I think it's just that you're a Scorpio and your 8th house, and that does have to do with mortality, but it's not like you're going to die. It's, and I don't mean that literally either. I mean, it's kind of like, I'm saying it kind of like in a joking way. Like maybe you want to tell a person like, I'm interested in you, for example, and you're thinking that they're going to be like, get away from me, loser. Like, and that's obviously, and if somebody would ever do that to you, Scorpio, especially to a freaking Scorpio, all the Scorpios I've ever seen are pretty freaking hot. So if anybody was going to turn you down, Scorpio, it would be on them, you know what I'm saying? But that would not happen here. And that's why I'm joking about like it feeling like a life or death thing. The 4 of Cups I'm seeing here, I'm seeing him holding a flower and picking off the petals. Like there's actually a lot of romance here. If you are interested in a person, it seems like you're thinking about a person, you're reminiscing about a person, sitting under this tree and kind of thinking of everything that could go wrong with the 10 of Swords. And you could be blocking yourself off and holding yourself back from something. And I think that that's why the 6 of Pentacles is showing up here, which is interesting because it also showed up in Cancer's reading, but in a totally different context. I think, Scorpio, you may be dreaming about a person. And this is the crazy thing. I think that they're dreaming about you as well because we have the King and Queen of Cups here with the 7 of Cups. If you're dreaming about a person, usually they're dreaming about you. And I know that's not a great statement to make on the internet in a general reading. We have like stalkers out here and stuff. But I'm seeing this as, yeah, here you are with the Tower and the 9 of Swords. You could even be up at night thinking about this person or worrying about this connection. Like, are they interested in me? Like, I'm interested in them. If that's a question that you have, we have the King and Queen of Cups here. Which to me, they're in love. It's not just like, if it was the King and Queen of Wands, that shows me like there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of like potential that could turn into love, but it's showing deep love here with the 7 of Cups, which shows me if you're interested in a person, it's looking like this other person is also interested in you. Now, here's the advice, Scorpio. We're going to make these a little bit longer this month, by the way. We're going to do 20 minutes instead of 10. If you're really worried about if you're going to come off like too strong on a person, for example, or if it's going to like turn them off or turn them away, because we do have the Knight of Swords here. Maybe you're worried with the 9 of Swords and the Knight of Swords that you're going to come on too heavy, too strong are the words that I'm getting. And that's what the advice here is the 6 of Pentacles. Like, just feel it out. Like, lay some of your weight, if you will, on this person. That sounded bad, but you know what I mean. Like some of your, maybe even just talking to a person, maybe you feel like with the Knight of Swords, I have literally a Mercury stellium, so keep in mind, I'm somebody that's a Knight of Swords. I can get talking, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you're like me and you feel like you overwhelm people with your talking, for example. I feel like that, so I'm just saying, maybe you feel like that too. Typically, Scorpios are not really like super chatty, but maybe this is like a fear that you have. Like maybe you feel like you're quote unquote too much. You're not too much, Scorpio. They're too little. You know what I'm saying? That's, and that's for real. Because when Scorpios care about a person, you have really thought things through. You're not just like, it takes a lot to earn a Scorpio's trust, and honestly, it takes a lot to earn a Scorpio's attraction. So if you're attracted to somebody, and especially if you like care deeply about a person, I would say with Scorpio, that shows me that there is actually a lot of potential here, and it's looking like it's coming from both ways. Maybe this person feels like they're gonna come on too strong, or they talk too much, or they're too much, or whatever, with the Tower and the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Like maybe you're both thinking this with the Seven of Cups and the King and Queen of Cups. It's very interesting. But the way that these came out, though, in the bottom of the deck is they are looking at each other. The Queen came out first, and then the King. So it looks like this is mutual. And I'm not saying it in a corny way, like, oh, if they're dreaming about you, you're dreaming about them as well. Like, because I feel like with the Four of Cups, you're kind of just like, ugh. And I don't blame you, Scorpio. I'm a Taurus moon. I'm your opposite sign. Like, I understand feeling almost like not wanting to come on like full bore on a person for them just to be like, no thanks. You know what I mean? Like, I get that. Let me look for a second here, Scorpio, before I move deeper into the cards. I feel like this is something you could be doing. Like, you could be kind of observing and putting the pieces together, which is very Scorpio. You guys are observers. I mean, I'm a Virgo, and I feel like Scorpio and Virgo have like a similarity. I mean, we did used to be one sign combined at one point. Because there's a lot of swords here. There's a lot of thinking here. There's a lot of, and thinking is different than dreaming. I feel like you're trying to think how you could maybe even come on to a person, or maybe this is them. Maybe they're an earth sign. We also have Aquarius here. So maybe you have Aquarius in your chart, they do, or there's Aquarius, regardless. There's Aquarius somewhere in here. We have water, which is obviously you. I feel like I'm trying to help you figure this out. I feel like I'm trying to help you like put the puzzle pieces together. Like, okay, let's stalk their social media. Let's see what's going on here. Maybe you're doing that, or maybe they're doing that to you, and I'm just spilling their tea. I don't know. But with the Wheel of Fortune, it looks like with the Eight of Wands in the Wheel of Fortune, then we're going to get into the cards. Let me just say this. I feel like there is communication with the Eight of Wands. Like, there's destined Wheel of Fortune communication. Like, if there's no communication right now, it looks like there's gonna be with the Wheel of Fortune. Like, there's something about this connection that's faded. And I've been saying this to you, Scorpio, forever. For months and months. I've been talking about some, like, destined connection for you, Scorpio. So that could be this. We're gonna have to get deeper into it, but there's a lot of thinking and overthinking. Like, look at all these swords with the Knight of Swords as well. This to me feels almost like I'm not condoning this, but like a drunk text, or just being like, I can't stand it anymore. I have to just tell them how I feel, or them to you. There's something like that here where there's like an eruption of like, I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to do it. All right, Scorpio, that's the setup. Let's get into the cards. Card number 1 is the Five of Wands. I feel like there's something about this connection that feels like it's tricky to navigate with the Five of Wands. Like, it almost feels, I'm seeing this almost as like a jungle gym or something today. Like, you almost feel like you have to climb through, or like monkey bars or something. Like, you have to like cross the monkey bars to get to this person, which is actually really cute, because I feel like what I feel intuitively about this connection. And you might not even want to admit this, Scorpio, but there's already love here. Like, even if, how do I say this? King and Queen of Cups, and how I'm mentioning like monkey bars. I'm picturing a playground. I'm picturing like two kids playing on the playground. And it's just like real innocent love, like in the summertime, just like careless and free. There's something about this connection that's really like magical with the star as well. And it's written in the stars with the Wheel of Fortune and the star. But there's something here I feel that is being fought because of all of this. There's a beautiful simplicity and pureness of just like almost a childlike connection that's being fought in the mind. That's how I'm seeing this. It almost feels like it's too good to be true or something. You know, like how could it just be this freaking simple? Like, oh, we have this childlike connection and we're just like, we're meeting up at the monkey bars. Like, life ain't that simple, sort of a vibe here. There is kind of a jaded energy here. And I'm not saying you're jaded, Scorpio. I'm saying you've probably just been through some crap. I get it. 4 of Cups. So have I. Like, trust me. Like, I'm kind of jaded. I'm not going to lie. Especially in love matters. I mean, love has not been great for Virgo. Let me just share that with you, Scorpio. There's something here about feeling on a deep soul level in your heart that you have a deep connection with the person. But I feel like on one hand, like, because you're sitting under the tree, 7 of Cups, 4 of Cups, like dreaming about this person and what this connection could be in the real world. And you feel like a connection to this person, almost like it's your destiny to be with them in a way. Here is what I'm seeing. Not for every single person I'm reading for, but for some people here. But there's also this like fighting yourself that it can't be that simple. It's too good to be true. You know, this seems like a wish come true, and every single time I've wished for something, it's been a disappointment with the 4 of Cups. But let's go deeper into the cards and see what else we have here. Scorpio. Card number 2 is the 7 of Pentacles. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my lipstick. There's more of this here. Hold on. See how I got the mirror out? It's like you're like, like I was saying before about like stalking somebody's social media or something. It's like you're trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. And what is interesting with the 7 of Pentacles is he has worked on these 7 Pentacles for a while. Like, he's already grown these 7 of Pentacles, and he's kind of thinking to himself, like, I've come this far. We also have 7 of Cups here, so you could be seeing 7-7 or 7-7-7. Oh, we have another 7 here with the 7 of Wands as well. So you could definitely be seeing 7-7-7. But he's thinking to himself, like, I've come this far. Should I continue in this direction, or should I just go somewhere else? Like, maybe one or both parties is thinking about just, like, ghosting this. And not even ghosting in, like, a rude way. Just kind of, like, thinking like, again, it's this question, is this too good to be true? And the interesting thing with the 7 of Pentacles is I feel like you and a person in a connection have already gotten to the 7 of Pentacles, meaning this connection is already 7 Pentacles in. Do you know what I mean, Scorpio? It's like it just feels like there's already been a lot that's happened between the two of you. Like, even if you haven't dated, and maybe you are dating, or maybe this is a person that you've dated, but I don't know everybody's story down to the specifics, but the 7 of Pentacles with the 5 of Wands is this element of kind of like fighting with yourself. You know, should I keep dreaming that this is really a thing, that this is possible, that love really exists, that something could be that easy, that simple, that beautiful, that childlike? You know, it's those are the sorts of like thoughts I'm getting off of the 9 of Swords. And, you know, I can't answer that question for you, Scorpio. You know, it's kind of like one of those things, like with the Page of Pentacles. It has to be walked out in the 3D world. Like if this is something that's like just in the head space, or it's just in the, where's my 7 of Cups? Where'd my 7 of Cups go? Oh. Or if it's just in like the dream space, like it would be amazing to be with a person like this or this person. You know, at some point, it has to be like tried out, you know? And I know that sounds like obvious, but it's not obvious. Especially if you've been like thinking about somebody for a long time, they've been thinking about you as well, is the interesting part about this. Like it's both ways, and I feel like both parties feel this way, and maybe that's actually why. Maybe that's precisely why you feel a soul connection to this person. Not like there's some sort of karmic thing, but there's something with this mirror. It's something like they are a mirror to you, and that could also be where like this kind of weird confusion is coming from. Like, because they think just like you, it's almost like that's what's confusing the situation. Like maybe in the past you've dated people that are kind of not like you. So in a way, that's actually easier to deal with because you're kind of just used to people being disappointing, and you're kind of just like used to it being all an illusion. Like you had this idea of a person that they could be your wish and your dream, and that you could have this beautiful loving relationship, and that it could be like a summer romance film or whatever, and then it always ends up being a disappointment. But there's something about the fact that this actually is that. Like there's something about that's ironically what's throwing you off, is that this actually feels like, it feels like you're already in this with the person, if that makes sense, like energetically. Card number 3 is the Judgment card. See, there could be some sort of, especially with the Tower and the Judgment, it could be shocking for you to realize, I'm seeing this really funny image and it's so cute. It could be shocking for you to realize that you're both like looking at each other's social media or whatever, you know, whatever. It doesn't have to be social media, but it's like there's something here about, it's a mirrored thing where you're both wondering, like, I wonder if they're thinking about me, or I wonder if they feel this way about me. I wonder if they, you know, love me, care about me like I do to them. But we have the King and Queen of Cups, like we have the answer. And the only way to actually actualize this dream, this hope, this wish is Page of Pentacles, you know, 8 of Wands, to talk to a person and see like what both people say, because we do have the Ace of Cups here. So it seems like there's a lot of promise, but it's just been kind of a complicated road to get here. And in a weird way, Scorpio, that may be actually the clue you need that this is something real. Because why would you go this far with a person into a situation if it wasn't like worth trying out? You know what I mean? I love you, Scorpio. I'm going to head on over to Patreon and do your extended. Would love to have you over there. Until next time, you have a great April.